Welcome back. I'm Connie Carroll, and I am joined today by Sally Martinez and by Michael Kupperman from the Duplicate Bridge Club here at Laguna Woods Village. Welcome, guys.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Oh, it's good to have you again because I'm very interested in Duplicate Bridge and learning all about it.
Really?
I am. I've gone online. I've tried to take a look at it because I think it sounds like fun.
It is fun.
You must have a lot of people in your club, too.
Well, actually, we were at one point first in the whole United States.
Really?
And when we play, we probably have 200 to 300 people playing every day.
Oh my gosh! And it is an everyday thing. It's 12:30 every day, right?
12:30 every day, a couple of nights, and Saturday and Sunday.
Keeps your brain sharp. That's what
I
want to do.
That's what we're working for.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's what we're working toward.
Well, since I am so interested in learning more about it, how would a newbie like me pick up on Duplicate Bridge?
Well, in my case, about 2 months ago, they ran a program, Bridge in a Day.
Oh, really?
all day, and it introduced you to the game and some of the basics. You can't really play yet, but the basics, the foundation, the points, and certain things you need to know. At that point, you get really interested, you follow up with lessons.
Oh, that's wonderful. So Bridge in a Day, and that is offered by the Duplicate Bridge Club?
That is offered when it's offered.
Oh,
it's they have Bridge in a Day, and then you'll hear about it, read about it, and if you're interested, you can come for that day and see, and then they follow up with a series of lessons, and then the series of lessons has now engendered a game where if you have 20 points or less, then you can
Basically
come and play.
a beginner's game.
It's a
which
beginner's
is separate
game.
from the rest of the room because they're all beginners.
That's right.
So we actually get to play competitively amongst ourselves, so we get good experience.
And you don't have to go up against the bad people.
The bad people, just the people who've been playing so long, they win these enormous tournaments. I mean, you have these fantastic challenges and things that people are winning right and left, right?
Well, not here. but we do go to tournaments and do compete.
Yes.
Nationally, internationally, and locally.
Well, it sounds like you'd be in good hands to join the Duplicate Bridge Club here because, of course, we do have these wonderful tournaments that we go to. Is there any kind of special involvement in learning it, or if I wanted to start, would there be an instructor in addition to the classes that are being offered when they're offered when I'm there at the club?
I don't know what you're saying.
Well, you know, you said that we would be able to be off on this side. A newer person could be.
You'd go to the classes on Saturday, for instance, and the classes would be for you at your level, and that's what you would do. And then there's a game on Saturday, again, for that. Do you mean is there someone individually at the club that would take? No. What you do then?
Well, in class, every table has a mentor.
Oh.
So as you're learning, we even play some hands. Every table has some experienced player to help guide us. So that's what I think you're asking.
I think that is what I'm asking.
Yeah, wait, which was involved in the lessons. Anyway, no, I thought maybe they thought there was somebody there during the big games that would come around and help. No.
Right, but it does sound very personalized.
It is.
So that if you are a little shy to start, there's no problem. You can go right in.
Absolutely. That's
Well,
why
everybody's at the same level when well, not everybody, but it's a beginning bridge course. So most of the people are beginning bridge players. There are a few people that jump in and play bridge before, but there's different conventions they want to learn, what they call 2/1, which is a new convention. So experienced bridge players might jump in for that. But basically, we're all beginners.
Wonderful. Well, it sounds like you have brought some toys of the bridge game with you, some indicators that go on the table and let us know where we're at in the game.
Well, actually what it is there's a sort of a myth between playing social bridge and playing duplicate bridge. And there are people out there I know in the community that play a lot in their homes and have, you know, games with several tables and stuff like that, but they don't come to the duplicate bridge. And what I'm saying, don't be afraid. And I thought maybe if I brought some of the things, if you decided to come and play a day, you wouldn't be overwhelmed with what we do.
Oh, right.
Anyway, so when you walk in and you pay your money at the table, and they.
By the way, all of $3.
$3
for residents.
For residents.
So you'll be buying here so you can play. Actually, there are people who have chosen this community because of the bridge. But anyway, here we go. So on a table is this, and it tells you where you're sitting, north, south, east, west, and the number. When I pay my money, they tell me, let's go to, to the number 1 table. and you're sitting east-west. So there we are, and we're down.
Okay.
And I bring with me my little sheet, which is the language that we do at bridge.
Oh.
The more experienced you are, the more language you have on here. And we both agree on a card, and that's what we play for the day.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Well, it does sound like it really will test your skills in memory and in cognitive thinking and all sorts of things like that. So it really does.
And there's a certain, and are you competitive at all?
Am I competitive? I would say so.
You found it. You found it. Anyway, then we sit down, and we now have boards, and in here are cards, and this is what you're going to play. And they're all pre-dealt by a dealing machine. How do you like that? We used to have to do it a dealing machine, but we have those now, and so we don't have to deal anymore. And each table has a small computer. So when we come in, we put in our number given to us by ACBL, and it pops up our name, and it keeps our score for the whole day. And when we're through, we know where we are on our computer.
That sounds very organized.
It is very organized, but it's so that you're not. I mean, if I walked in and saw all this, I'd go, whoa. But it's very simple, very simple. And then we have bidding boxes. We don't yell out one spade, one heart, one whatever. We just take them out here, whatever we're bidding, lay it in front of us quietly, and there we go. So now you know what's on the table. All right, anything else?
Well, I was wondering if perhaps some of those fun tokens that we see on bridge tables were part of what you all do, the little...
No.
Oh, nothing.
No.
Okay, nothing like that.
Nothing like that.
All right. But you do have a thing called zero tolerance. Now, what is that?
Ooh, that's good.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
question.
Good for you.
Well, I'd heard, because, you know, in my family there's zero tolerance for some behaviors. So what is that like for a zero tolerance
Well,
for
and I
duplicate
don't
bridge?
have one in my box. That's a shame. Anyway, we might as well bring it out. A lot of people have decided that they didn't want to play duplicate bridge because they heard the people were mean. And as years ago, what happened is there was a snobbishness about being a good bridge player, and their job was to make you feel small. Anyway, ACBL has gone after that and has established a zero tolerance policy. They're not going to be harassed at the table or anything like that. We have a card, you lay it in, like, let's just say you were obnoxious. And I would lay it on the table in front of you and say,
Thank you, boy, I'm here.
zero tolerance. And if the person didn't respond to that, then you call the director and it's immediately stopped. And then those people get a vacation from bridge for a while.
Oh my goodness. Well, here's what I want to know. So this is in front of me. I have this card in front of me. What is my response? Once I've received a zero tolerance indicator?
What you do is you stop whatever it is you're doing immediately. If you're being snippy with a newer player, if you're correcting somebody or you're doing something like that, you look at it and go, oops, sorry.
But understand, because since they put this into effect, there were very little problems. It addressed the problems, so it really is very minimal that anything happens. If something happens, you call the director, but it's very infrequent now.
Well, the reason I wanted to bring it up is because people, I don't want them to be afraid to come and play bridge. It's fun, it's social, it's stimulating, and let's let them go and you come.
And it sounds like it's available for bridge players of all levels as well. So this zero tolerance rule just really kind of helps and
it augments the community.
It does.
Yes.
Now I want to.
The reason I was taking that isn't a zero tolerance card that you were putting down.
Oh, okay. It's just a card. There is a card that's well, wherever that card is. Can I bring some home? Because I do have a young son, and I'm going to make sure that he has one, and he's going to make sure I have one too.
There you go.
If I'm ever too harsh on him, he's going to say, "Hey, Mom." Zero tolerance. Knock it off.
I'm going to work on it, but good idea. There's no director.
Well, you do have some other things about duplicate bridge that you'd like to share today.
Well, I do, but I was just going to say, if you want to come and play bridge, you can go to the website, Laguna Woods Bridge Club and .com, and you can go there and you can hit on links for education, for this and that. And if you're not web smart, I have a phone number. I don't know if we had it up there or not. Okay. But anyway, the number is 281-7725. I repeat it, 281-7725. Is it 95? Yeah. 7725. Anyway, and that's Ed Cowan, and I did have it on a chart, so I thought maybe it might. But just call, and you'll have a personal response, and that would direct you, someone like you, into what you'd like to do.
Well, we do have the number on the screen right now, so we'd be getting in touch with Ed Cohen at 949-281-7725. So that's how we can get involved with the Duplicate Bridge Club here at Laguna Woods.
Or walk in. It's there every day.
Oh, that's true.
Just walk in and look and speak to people.
If you're out,
Well, that's good, except that if you really wanted to know, it's so busy. You know what I mean, at that time.
but someone could walk in to just observe for a bit and kind of get a feel for what it's like to play every day at 12:30.
As a matter of fact, not only can you do that, but I've been taking lessons, and one way I try and enhance my game is I'll sit at a table, I can't talk, and I can watch them play. And then I can actually observe the bidding, the hand being played out, and it helps me learn a little bit. And I'll be there at the same table for the afternoon, or as long as I want to, and see the hands.
See, I think that's wonderful, and that's probably what I would do first. I'd come visit you all while you were playing every day at 12:30, and I'd sit at a table, kind of get to know the game by just observing, and maybe see if there's some folks I know around the room or some folks I'd probably like to meet.
Well, your question would be, may I kibitz today?
May I kibitz
May
today?
I kibitz today? And they would put you with someone of a certain ability,
Yes.
so that you would get a good experience and you would watch.
Well, it does sound like Duplicate Bridge is a good experience, and you've done everything that you can to welcome new players and welcome seasoned players to your group. And I so welcome you, and thank you for being here today to talk to us about Duplicate Bridge.
It's fun.
Thank you. Come on, everybody.
You heard him.
Come on down.
Everybody. Come on, everybody. We would love to see you at the Duplicate Bridge Club here at Laguna Woods Village. Every day they play at 12:30, and you are at the clubhouse. Which
7.
clubhouse? Clubhouse 7,
7.
12:30. Don't miss it. Come on by today. You can kibitz and have a good view of what we're doing at Duplicate
There you
Bridge.
go.
There you go.
And I'll have the same face.
Well, thank you so much for joining us for this. And after this message, we'll be right back.
Nice again. Nice again. Nice again. Nice again. Nice again.